Hello loves, Emily Alice here with your tarot reading, my first of 2026. So in honour of the new year, let's have a little aura cleanse, shall we? Ready? Do you hear that little sound bath for you? Any worries, any concerns about the new year, about how it's going to all pan out? Are you going to be in the same relationship? Are you going to be in the same house, in the same job? What's going to happen? Let's find out. Oh, I love those little symbols. They were from a belly dancing kit, would you believe? And I've never used them for belly dancing, but they are clearing our auras rather successfully. I've got the animal spirit out here, so let's see what the animals have to say in this January 2026 reading. Okay, we start with the Cayman and Poppy. Dreams. What an auspicious start. Dreams. What have you been dreaming of? And is it time to start living your dreams? You might also have been having some vibrant, memorable dreams. What are they? And what signs are hidden within them? If you do remember your dreams, try and write them down. I always find it really hard to remember them. I had a really strange one last night. An old boyfriend fell over in a pool of his own vom, and it was very disturbing. Not a dream I want to see lived out, but what are yours? What have you been dreaming of doing? And what changes do you need to make in order to live your dreams a bit more? Wow. We've also got the Frog and Lotus metamorphosis. Changes. Whether you like it or not, you are living and growing and changing all the time. We try to keep everything stagnant, don't we? We don't like change, but change is the only thing you can rely on. Nothing stays the same, and nor do you. Nor do your desires and your wants, your feelings. The things you prized once, you might not do anymore, and you might prize something else. Well, how are you going to change in order to live that out in your reality? Ooh, and then we've got the Owl and Hop wisdom. Yeah, you've learnt a lot in the intervening years, haven't you, between then and now, or however long you're sort of thinking of how you've changed, what wisdom you've got now. The scales have fallen away from your eyes. You know a lot more about life now, about what makes you happy, about what is worth going after and what isn't, what's worth worrying about and what isn't. Yeah. Wow. This feels quite auspicious here. Dreams, metamorphosis, wisdom. These are all your traits. These are all parts of yourself that are rising up and wanting to be heard. There are things here that you can't subdue, that are bubbling up and coming to the fore so that you can recognise them and ultimately do something about them if you feel so inclined. Wow, I feel like this is going to be a very exciting year. Metamorphosis, dreams coming true. Living your dreams. Right, let's see what the tarot has to add. What more do we need to know here today for our highest good? Right, under the deck I see the Seven of Pentacles. I love that card. It's growth, it's endurance, it's keeping going when things seem like they're not moving, but they are moving. Underground, behind the scenes, in the ethers. Getting prepared to reward you for your hard work. with that gorgeous plant. Whatever you've been planting, working on, nurturing and growing is coming to fruition just after this phase. We've got the 8 of Wands here and the 4 of Wands. Ooh. 8 is telling me about quick movement, fast-paced stuff. When you've made a decision or something's come into your mind, you are keen to really go after it now. You've hit the spot. You know what you're aiming for and you are focused in now. Laser focus, as an old boss of mine used to say. You're laser focused this year. Nothing can stop you. 8 is the number also of sort of hurdles and obstacles, but I see this being you overcoming any energetic obstacles that you might have felt. Perhaps you didn't feel you had the energy for this next phase. Well, you do now. Perhaps you didn't feel that you had really the motivation. Well, it's coming. This 8 is telling me that these things are going to start moving and you are going to want to start moving with them. There's your energy here, but there's also the universal energy bringing things in quicker to you. So there's a real sort of thing of motion here, energy and motion, a frisson of molecular activity that's happening here, which is bringing about change actually. And you are part of that change. You're changing yourself and quick movement and change is coming in for you. I've also got the 4 here of Wands. Now this is a happy home. Potentially it can be the card of marriage, but it's a party, a celebration, it's stability. So whatever's coming in quickly like this, you're going to be celebrating it. It's going to be presenting you with some real stability, some foundations, really good pillars on which to build and structure the rest of your life above it. But happy times here, I see. Really happy times with that 4. And then we've got the world. Wow. The world is about success. The world is you looking back on everything you've achieved and thinking, well done me. You're able to look back and survey everything that's come before and feel pleased about how you have behaved, about how you've conducted yourself in this time, and you're pleased about it. You might feel that you want things to change, but also you're not prepared to do it at the cost of anybody else either. This is telling me that you've got a real sense of justice, of fairness, and that actually you can look back with a lot of pride about how you've conducted yourself up until now. You've done really well. You've lived a good life. In that, you haven't harmed anybody else. Your karma is good here. And you can feel happy and content that you couldn't have done it any better. You did your best. Put away any feelings of guilt or any feelings that you haven't achieved enough, because this is telling you to look back and feel really, really happy and proud of what you've achieved, because you've achieved so much. It feels to me like this something coming in could be very good news. I don't know if you're waiting on something coming in, but it feels like if you are waiting on news about something, that it's coming soon and you're going to be happy about it. Whatever that message is, it is in your favour. Maybe you're waiting on hearing about a job or hearing about something that will just give you a boost, will give you a really good little boost, and it's allowing you to sort of step back and say, wow, look at everything I've achieved. Look at everything I've done. I'm amazing. And I'm going to go into this year and absolutely seize the day again. But it's also saying head into this year with a sense of pride, with the wisdom of everything that's come before. Because now I think you're realising that the things that you thought would make you happy, like absolutely bags of money or that latest flash car or whatever, isn't really where happiness lies. And the wisdom that you've gained is enabling you to take on a sort of sense of achievement, of calm, of peace, of contentment. Because you have learned so much. You've really come up in the world, energetically and spiritually. How about one more? Let's have one more of this inner child oracle. Let's see, I'm just looking at that pigeon sat out there. I've been feeding him peanuts. Oh, he's a fatty. He'd look lovely in a pie. No, gosh, I sound like my mother. Right. Inner child oracle. What more? One last message. Here we go. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. Yeah. I think that wisdom that you've gained, I think the fact that you've changed so much, it's allowing you, like we were saying with this world card, to look back and feel really happy with how things have gone and able to accept the things you can't change the things you can. But it's time, isn't it? It's wisdom. It's going through the world and learning things and realising that a lot of the things that you held true, you can be cast aside now. But there's a great happiness here for you. This acceptance of what is a kind of happiness with the status quo. Happy with how things are. Happy with you as a person. You don't need to lose all that weight. You don't need to get in the gym. You don't need to have a new job. You're really great where you are, babe. Well done, you. All right, loves. Happy 2026. I'll see you again soon. Bye.